Hey guys, hope you are doing well. Your friends, your family, anybody you care about on earth is doing well too. So today I'm bringing to you a new video about structures. Actually I couldn't believe the amount of success and how many people liked the video of the guide of minions, where I explained ton of things, what the difference between minions, the health, how much damage they deal, gold per hit, gold per assist. If you haven't watched it, I will leave a link. You can click here and somewhere in the video and you will watch it. It's actually have so many information about minions. Make sure to check it out. Today we're gonna talk about structures. Obviously it's about towers and phoenixes, how much the tier 1 towers have, how much health, how much damage they deal, how much protections they have, how much gold they reward they give, how much experience. Titans number 2, tier 2 towers. Phoenixes, same things, protections, health, initial damage, everything. I'm gonna talk about all the maps. Titans, how much health they have, how much damage they do. A lot of good information that you're gonna benefit from them, so stay tuned. Tower and phoenixes are defensive structures that prevent minions and enemy gods from advancing. The structures are immune to most abilities and can only be harmed with basic attacks. Every structure except for tier 1 towers is invulnerable until the structure preceding it is destroyed. Destroying a tower or phoenix rewards each player on the destroying team with gold, and rewards participating players with a slight increased bounty. Destroying a tower will also reward the team with experience, while destroying a phoenix will spawn flaming minions in that respective lane and weaken the enemy titan. All structures also feature damage escalation that so much people they don't know this information, so pay attention please. Each successive hit deals an additional 20% of the initial hit as damage. The second hit is 120% of the first. The third hit is 140% of the first, etc. When a physical god, actually I'm gonna make a video now, as you can see. I'm gonna say, and like we can see how much the phoenix, how much damage the phoenix will deal to me over time. So here you can see. Okay, so when a physical god attacks a tower with their basic attack, towers will only receive 85% of their basic attack damage. However, when a magical god attacks, the tower will take 120% of their basic attack damage. Towers and phoenixes are treated as maples for the purpose of abilities such as Hoi's ricochet, while still being able to be hit through by abilities such as Anhar's impale. Debuff penetration effects like the Executioner and Void Shield's aura aside when affected by a rare ability that applies triggering damage to towers, like Thoth's Glyph of Pain for example, do not apply to towers and phoenixes. Certain flat penetration bonuses from items and abilities do work against them, however. Most item effects will not damage structures, okay? As they are treated as abilities. There are some exceptions, of course. For example, I can think of Polynomicon's passive. Okay, as you can see now in front of you, I have included all the information about like towers. It's about tier 1 towers, okay? Tier 1. All tier 1 towers have in like all modes have 2000 health, 215 initial damage, 125 physical / magical projections, and the difference is in the rewards, gold reward and experience reward. For example, Joust has 150 gold reward, class 150, assault 300, siege and conquest 100. Experience all have 100 except for assault that has 200 experience reward. Okay, now moving to tier 2 towers. This tower is no longer different from the tier 1 tower, aside from the fact that the tier 1 tower must be obviously destroyed before the tier 2 tower can be damaged. Here we have like slightly better or more health is 2500. Initial damage is 230. Protections are the same. Gold reward is 300. Experience reward is 200. Moving to phoenixes. A phoenix cannot be damaged until all towers in its lane have been destroyed. When a phoenix is defeated, the team that defeated it will begin spawning fire minions in the lane of the destroyed phoenix. A phoenix will spawn after 4 minutes, but 3 minutes in assault, so pay attention, 3 minutes in assault, 4 minutes for the other maps, with 25% of its health and regain health over time. Now I have included all the information about phoenixes. For most maps, okay, for Conquest is 3000 health, Joust 1500, Clash 2500, Assault 2000, Siege 2000. Initial damage is 300. Protections are the same. Gold reward is 150. Okay, now let's talk about Titans, shall we? The Titans of Order and Chaos are the final objective in most game modes. They have a high amount of health and strong melee attacks. While active, they can move freely from their resting spots and will chase their targets until it leaves the Titan's attack range or dies, upon which it can further prioritize targets. When there are no more enemy units inside its area, the Titan will instantly regain a portion of its health and return to the center of its designed area. A damaged Titan will gradually recover its missing health over time as long as it's out of combat. Titans are invulnerable as long as all of their phoenixes are still alive. They lose this protection as soon as one phoenix falls and become weaker, losing maximum health and other stats as more of their phoenixes and towers start to fall. Whenever a phoenix comes back to life, the Titan will instantly regain one of its defensive buffs. A Titan will remain vulnerable as long as it remains in combat, even if all of its phoenixes are up. They are treated as units, and unlike other structures, Titans are affected by protection debuff items and damage abilities, but are still not affected by crowd control, for example, effects, healing reduction, or attack speed debuff, etc. Can neither be critically hit nor life stealed from, although they still trigger on hit heals. Titans will also instantly destroy any player-made terrain such as Ymir's ice wall by moving through them. Titans have 20% scaling damage bonus with each hit as a tower or phoenix, a natural 30% physical penetration for them upon their targets. Whichever team manages actually to slay the enemy Titan, of course, first will be victorious. Okay, now to the final board. Okay guys, Titans, they don't have the same amount of health across all the maps. That's wrong. For example, Conquest 15,500, Joust 8,000, Clash 12,000, Assault 10,000 and a half, Siege 13,000. Initial damage is 295. Protections are 135 physical, 75 magical. Of course, like if you slide the Titan, there's no gold reward, no experience. You win the game. Okay, but before we finish, I still have something useful for you guys. Fontaines. Okay, let's talk about Fontaines. Why not? Fontaines are areas within each team's bases where players can purchase items and restore their health and mana, etc. Players that walk into the opposing team's Fontaine area take... How much do they take? Okay, they take 35% of their health, and actually 14.28% per tick. Did you know that? As true damage is each half second, but are still able to purchase items from, which is a good thing. Some people do that in duel. and probably in duel most of the time. The only exception to that is the Fontaine in Assault, obviously, where you can only ever can buy items on spawn or respawn while not having left the Fontaine yet. I hope this video was beneficial for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We did previously guide for minions, now structures, next who knows, so please consider subscribing, and thank you so much again for your time. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.